just for a few
No, they can
years
stop
anyways.
whatever they want, but I can still be opposed to it.
No, Alpha, you saying that individualism is the reason why the West became powerful is incorrect, because individualism hasn't really been in practice and ideology until maybe like the last 200 years. So you're wrong.
Actually, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
Give me an example.
It may not have been popular. Listen,
Stop saying
it may not have been popular. It may not have been popular like with the masses, with the lower class and the peasant folk. It's popular where it needed to be in order to get there, which is with
Alpha, stop,
intellectuals and so on and so forth.
Shut up! Stop spewing shit and give me an example.
This is not shit.
No. If you can't provide an example, your point is null. Like.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. If you can't provide like something to back up your statements, then your point is null. Like you're just spewing bullshit. Like, duh. I say it is true, so it is true. Duh. Like, how has individualism? How did individualism give birth to like Western civilization? Like, that is basically what you said, and that's not true. Like, collectivist societies have existed far longer than individualist societies, and collectivist societies are what have constituted the Western world for the majority of its existence. Like, the phenomenon of the individual has only existed for like 200 years, dude, at most.
I just feel that if you were really call yourself an individualist and not be part of a collective, you would have to have your own idea.
So here we are. Since the 16th century and the advent of the nation state, people in the West have come to understand to mean an association of individuals.
I don't want you to read it out. I want you to link whatever you're reading.
Doesn't individualism imply a one-man democracy? Arguably, each
it doesn't imply one-man democracy.
Arguably, each individual would have their own particular, unique flavor on how society should be governed. What is the point of the individual if all you're gonna end up with is a collective?
Because the individual is the ultimate minority.
No, at the end of the day, you can only reach true individualism if you're literally in like some end-capped wasteland where there is no government and there are no laws and everyone can do whatever the fuck they want, because that's what individualism is.
Exactly.
No, that's not what it is.
Yes,
Jesus.
it is.
No, that's not what it is.
Individualism is the rights of the individual over
everything.
That of like
the rights of the group. The rights of the group. Yeah.
The rights of the person.
But you do realize that individuals can vote to give up some of those rights. For example, this is why for example, we agree that we cannot do certain things. Like, for example, you cannot drink alcohol and then you can drive a car, because we, as individuals, agreed the thing, and that shouldn't be allowed because you're going to hurt yourself and other people potentially.
This thing you linked is literally from some like right-wing constitutionalist website. Like, this is not a valid source, dude.
Wait, Bagel, I'm just curious. Why would you discredit it based on that?
Because it's a biased source. The writer is
It's
biased.
a blog.
Yeah, it is literally a blog. Like, it's a constitutionalist blog. Like, no.
This is like me making a fucking wiki page immediately to get a source on it.
I wish that's this research article right here, but $173 for 30 days of access.
I have to hop off, so I'm gonna catch you guys later.
That'll be this right here.
Keep on trucking.
I have to go to bed as well, though, so I'm not sure. I guess we could, unless you want to keep yelling, Bagel.
I'd like to pause this because I wanna.
Yeah, we should record this.
Yeah, let's abort this
Press
baby
that
immediately.
record button, Ryan.
Oh,
Episode 1.
It's just 5 minutes. though. It's probably not gonna.
By the
have to go
way, Alpha, when the day of the rope comes, the
When
individual.
the day of the what?
When the day of the rope comes, the individual is getting hung up. I'm just saying. Like,
No.
They're
It's
always
not
gonna be the minority.
Several people won't be can't hang from one noose.
the collective news.
Well, stay safe.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Thomas. Cheerios.
That was fun to listen to, guys.
Christ. Hello. Hello.
Hey man.
Hello. Wow, did they actually have to do it? That's fucked up.
Now a kiss.
It made her nose bigger because she wanted a Jew.
Not chosen enough.
That's some depressing shit right there.
I can't fucking get over the one guy. Woo!
When you start clapping for something that you shouldn't clap for. Everybody else is fucking dead silent.
Fucking lollies, yeah!
Yeah. Exactly.
What, are they still children?
Aren't they like?
No, they're young adults or whatever.
They look like they're. They look.
They're 17, lad.
Yeah.
That's not a lolly.
I
That's
mean,
statutory rape. Son. Fucker.
Let's watch Murdoch now.
I'm gonna go take a shower real quick and I'll be back, okay? Be like 10 minutes, sir. I'll only be like 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Sir, permission to shower.
Let's fucking go. What are you
Are we
waiting
downloading PUBG? Is that what's happening?
I guess I should update that, shouldn't I?
Andreas, why do you want to play BF1 instead?
What?
Why don't you want to play
Just say it.
BF1 instead?
Just say it, Ginger Ninja. Say it.
Is it because you're a cuck?
No, say it.
Use your cuck.
You know the truth. Say it.
Is it because Leon's a cuck?
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
What is your... What is...
What's up? What's wrong, mate?
Shut the fuck up.
What is it?
You're annoying right now.
That's the point though, isn't it? That's the point to piss you off.
Boy, you stop that.
Or you stop that, cunt.
Where's your British license?
Where's your accent license? Where's your accent permit, fam?
Did you hear that Tommy got moved to a 71% Muslim inmate prison?
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy Sayo, whatever.
Oh, that's like Tommy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
No, Tommy Robinson.
Wow, that's gotta suck, fam.
Reportedly, they were almost starting like a prison riot when they rolled him in there. They're trying to kill him. I'm
bet.
convinced they're trying to kill him.
Sure hope he don't get stabbed with a screwdriver.
The government's gonna be like, oops.
Government's gonna be like, we didn't do nothing, we just obeyed the law, didn't it?
Look at what you've done, Trey.
I told him I'd rather play Elite. But he didn't.
Did you say league?
Elite.
Elite.
League
Or
of
as they
Legends.
say in Britain, I'll be right back.
Alright, goodbye. Go.
Go. Fucking idiot.
I'm gonna put on some music.
For the Queen.
Oh my god.
Hey, Dort.
Welcome, Brian. Welcome back.
Okay.
I just fucking found out some dire news.
Dire news.
Book club is in Central Time, which means it's early Monday morning for us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking bother with that. Like, I'll read it, but can't attend the discussion.
I might try, actually.
Really? Wake up at what, 5 a.m.?
I usually wake up at 6 anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Or
We should make a Eurofag zone. Tell me one on that video.
Is it a... I hear the beep now.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
do
just.
What are they saying? That's Ryan.
That's bad.
Maybe you know. What Ryan? You're such a smart guy. You're such Ryan. I Google. Hey Ryan. Like, hey Alexa.
Yeah. No, it's not even a hey. It just requires a certain tonality. You go, Ryan.
Ryan.
Wait a second.
Fix up on that.
think.
It's smarter. My track IR is coming
Okay. All right.
next
Wait,
Monday.
Be quiet, Ryan. Be quiet, Jesus.
Wow.
Hey Cortana, what's up with the Trump trade deficit? Did it work? It didn't hear you, did it?
Hey Cortana, what's up with the Trump trade deficit? It opened up Bing. I mean, and the first link I'm gonna click, it said what Donald Trump doesn't understand about the trade deficit from the New York Times.
See?
Read it.
Oh,
Read
shit.
it for me, Ryan. Narrate the New York Times.
Christ, they spat on my screen. This is an updated version of my article first ran on March 27, 2016. One consistent theme for Donald J. Trump and his campaign for the presidency is this. The United States is losing a trade, and the trade deficit is in evidence. What? Is in the evidence. Donald Trump bemoans the nearly 800 billion manufacturing trade deficit in a speech Thursday night. I can't do the voice. In an interview with the New York Times on Wednesday, Mr. Trump cited large trade deficit as evidence that global security agreements aren't worthwhile for the United States. When losing a tremendous amount of money, according to many stats, $800 billion a year on trade, he told the Times. This is exhausting. How do they talk like that all the time?
Their bloodline.
Polar Bears Coca-Cola. So the children.
So what, Kent,
open up
or?
the presents is a hose that.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. Do we want to play something with Leon as well, Leon?
No, I'm gonna be going to bed soon.
Alright, excellent. Good, Leon.
But we can play something tomorrow, Ryan.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We'll play only,
Sure thing, buddy.
We'll play
It's like we
only
do
a
every
space
other
game.
day.
We'll play only a space game tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be outside
I'll just
of Earth.
sit in the same call, listen to you breathing while you're dungeon in World of Warcraft again. That's gonna be my space adventure.
No. I mean it. It'll be in space.
It'll be in space and I'll be huffing and puffing. I just want to build a fucking gay base on a weird asteroid. I just want to fly space in a ship with my stupid boyfriends.
You won't do it. It just got late again.
I'm gonna go nuts in like a couple of months and just like mod space engineers to have fully automaton characters of you guys.
You're gonna like write a
And the
script
crew,
for them,
yeah,
so
yeah,
they'll
I'll just
say
make
things every now
NPCs.
and then. They'll make jokes and you'll laugh at them.
I'll
like,
go
"Oh,
see. I'll go so far the fucking deep end that there's no fucking NPCs in this game in the first place. So I'm gonna revolutionize this game with this crazy mod. It's weird. It's almost like they're streaming in actual people's actions. The voice synthesizers are amazing.
You can set up like a little corner with a PC and have Leon play Volvo.
You'll just do the same thing. I'll just tell him. I'll just
sound of breathing from
I'll just keep telling him to come and pilot the ship with us, but he's just gonna keep playing World of Warcraft in the engine room. Fuck. Leon! On deck!
Good meme, Ginger Ninja, good meme.
Placed 11th, though. I didn't want to be in a squad with these guys. Damn, I got that nose itch real bad. Okay, so I have to, yeah, get the heck away from me. I wanna, oh, I see. Here's some, oh, I thought it, oh, it's that one. Duos. 50-50. Oh, we can do that. Fight me then. I was gonna just go by myself.
Fuck you.
Wow. Pretty rude.
Got a new Meowth tonight. It does a cool thing where I told you middle mouse button was fucked.
Oh, right.
God, do you live in like a different realm and every time I ask you a question you query like a database?
I don't remember.
What happened to your mouse? Oh.
No, but you reminded me. Alright. Because it's like I asked before, doesn't mean I'll remember everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing around. Calm down.
Fuck, you don't buy it!
Jesus Christ, Leon, why do you take everything so seriously?
Because, why wouldn't I? Should I not take my friends seriously? Ryan, you're just memeing at me again. Ryan, you're just fucking with me. No, Leon, this is really irritating me.
Leon, I have a knife in my chest. Please. Haha, Ryan.
Good one.
Shit. But it was like 3 days of waiting at one point where it was just kind of like I was waiting for Leon to maybe consider building a base.
Ryan, you have to explain to me what turned you to my side on the Nick Fuentes case.
What do you mean? Nick is a cool guy.
We like Nick.
We like Nick.
Nick is good.
Nick is good, yeah.
We like Nick now?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Why you don't want to take my side anymore?
What do you mean, Doran? What are you talking? You're talking crazy. Is this some of the pagan rituals getting to your head?
Speaking of which,
fuck.
Why do you still watch Nick Fuentes?
Speaking of which, I had this strange meme. Okay.
Yeah.
Strange thing. This strange occurrence happened to me when I was in Malta. By the way, I'll talk about Malta later. So I was reading this book, which is a book I bought when I was at university last time, which is part of the curriculum, right?
Yeah.
Parts of the book is part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
And I was reading it, and I kept like thinking, and it was something that was bugging me, and I kept thinking about getting a notebook. Like I have to write something down.
Yeah.
And when I thought about, getting a notebook, when that thought occurred to me, get a new notebook to write it down, like to me it was really some weird shit started happening, like at night. I was just thinking at night, and that was why I needed the book, so I could sleep. It was the idea I had, right? Write down what I was thinking about, and then I could maybe sleep.
Okay.
And when I had this idea, some strange started happening where I was hearing footsteps in our room, as if the floor was wet and someone was walking on the floor right by our bed. To the point where I got up and turned on the lights, and Yeah, and I got up to turn on the lights. I checked the bathroom to see if the water was running, and the water wasn't running. Then I closed the bathroom door, turned off the bathroom light, closed all the closet doors, and then laid back down, turned off the lights. And then again, the slappy, wet floor footstep sounds started appearing, and then there was like a not a loud bang, but like, you know when a broomstick falls over and the wood hits the tiled floor?
Yeah, like a clack or something.
Yeah. Came from the bathroom. So I checked the bathroom again, and it was, empty again.
Is this why you were in Malta, or?
Yeah, this was in Malta.
Yeah.
This is a couple days ago. It was on Friday.
That place is fucked religiously, right? Like there's some very questionable stuff historically having happened in that place.
Yeah. Well, I was there
was it a ghost?
Shut up, man.
It was like a gust of wind right now. That was kind of weird. From the fireplace.
Brought some ghosts back with you.
No, but so, and the next day, right? I get. I'm like, okay, I need to get this book, and there's a storm outside, which was weird because it had been completely sunny the entire time, like like 30 plus degrees, and that was the only day it rained was when I was getting my book. And it was raining for a while. It was raining while the bookstore hadn't opened yet, because they have weird opening hours. They open at 10 and close at 5. And when I wanted to go get my book, it had stopped raining. And I got the book, went back. We did some stuff. I don't remember what we did. But I had this idea pop into my head. Like, what in Norse mythos, take it from the perspective of someone who wholly believes in Norse religion, right? What would Christianity be? And I had this thought that maybe it was like the grandest scheme of Loki, right, as the trickster god, to fuck with the people that worshipped the guys he hated, which was the rest of the gods. What if Christianity was that? That was the thought I had, and I was like, that's a great thought. I'll go outside for a bit, and I sit down on the fucking porch, and I spot over Sicily. I knew it was over Sicily. I could tell in the direction it was in. So far, far away, something called Cornmo, which is like an old holy happening to signal fruitful harvest in Norse mythology. It's this golden yellow light and comparative lightning. And I saw that after having that thought. I saw that golden yellow light far, far away in Sicily. So I couldn't hear it or anything. I just saw it like light up the sky, and that's a pretty rare phenomenon. I think I've seen it twice in my life.
Is it like a ball of lightning?
No. It's like it's this yellow, really golden yellow lightning that is only in the sky. It never strikes the ground. Personally, there's this fucking gust of wind again.
Leon's eating some spicy sausage, so he needs to wash his face. Welcome back, Leon.
I'm sorry, Doan. Please continue. Was that the end, or?
No.
No. Okay. So I had that idea, which was kind of a strange, a random thought I had with the whole Loki Christianity thing, and then that thing Cornmo, which is a let's call it a non-threatening lightning phenomena, where it is only Cornmo is only Cornmo, like the light that type of lightning is only that type of lightning for people who are far away. It's not the same if you're right under it, because the thunder isn't there, etc. It's just lightning, just that blinks in the sky. And then I sat down and started writing, and pretty quickly I set up this this alphabet. This is gonna sound fucking crazy.
It already sounds a little crazy, I'll be real with you, but keep going, I want to hear you out.
So fairly quickly, like under an hour, no, less than half an hour I'd say, I'd set up this this alphabet that let's call it a new runic alphabet, which was so that you can write in Norwegian was the idea, if that makes sense. So I added so you took the letters and that aren't represented in the old runes, and you make new ones that represent letters that we use today for sounds that they didn't have back then, like o, or and those types of things. And I set that up pretty quickly, and to my surprise, it was like really easy to write with. I hadn't like really written a lot in runes before, only like a name here and there, to and fro. But now I could write it like quickly. So I have written in like a couple, not even a couple hours. The point is, I wrote like 5 pages, all in runic. That of these thoughts I had, and it was really weird, and it still is really weird to me. That's what I meant with a kind of religious experience.
All right. Well, Leon, thoughts?
I don't know. I'm still processing it. I'm just sort of thinking about it. Like, well, I want to go to the practical at the start. So, like, if it was like you said, like Loki did the ultimate trick, isn't he like sort of dabbing on himself there? Because no one's gonna believe in Loki either. Does he care? Would he really do something that extreme?
So the idea that I had in my head, which was specific, was that Loki, to spite the other gods, that he spites very often. He's the one that kills Odin's son, Brage, just for the fucking hell of it, just because he could. He keeps in every story about him, he's there because he's a part of humanity in the sense of what as a god he represents, right? Deceit and trickery and the bad side of humanity. He's there, but he's always got something up his sleeve. He's always out for his own, only his own, and he doesn't like the other gods. As far as I can tell from the perspective he's written in, he's just like, he doesn't want to sacrifice his position as, or his he doesn't want to outright kill them or something. He just wants to spite them. So you take it from the, if you take it from the perspective that all these gods are immortal, right? And people not worshipping them doesn't kill them, but it does spite them. It's an annoyance. It's a yeah. The idea was that Loki would take the shape of Christ for the Loki would take the shape of Christ for the North, and that's why that's why we have a completely that's why in the beginning Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, etc., we had a completely different image of Christ than the rest of Europe, and we were Christianized, 700 years after the rest of all of Europe. We were, as far as, we were the last frontier of Christianity in Europe, basically, except for the Samis. And then we slowly faded into Catholicism, and then we went over to Protestantism, and then the idea is that this Christianity that has been, given to Scandinavia, has worked as a really slow poison to the point where we are today, where you can you can see the open wound of the Lutheran Church and the PC bishops that proclaim to be Christian, but also don't want Christianity to be a thing anymore. They want to replace themselves. Does that make any sense?
I don't know what's causing it, but I don't really. I don't believe that the church has always been a sort of PC tool. I think that's something that's come with time.
Saying that it's come, the way it's come with time, is the whole. The idea is, Leon, that this slow poison, let's call it the slow poison theory, right? It started out as something compelling that would quote unquote unite all of Europe under one thing, under one umbrella, one societal umbrella, which it has done, Christianity, and then tear it down with that umbrella that they've made. You'd insert, you'd insert this tool that would later become the downfall. Does that make sense? I'm not saying it has always been this way, but the way you read the Bible, it has always been the danger with Christianity that it would turn out this way.
Yeah. I'll be right back real quick.
Alright, have I gone completely insane?
Alright, getting close, yeah.
No. Download all the stories. Love it.
SWOTOR security key.
Downloaded this video game for my phone wallpaper called Star Wars.
Let's see, open the SWOTOR. Enter your serial number. Jesus Christ. How do I do what? SWOTOR. Wait, maybe it's in like the purchase confirmation. Order number, no? I don't have a serial key. It's a fucking free-to-play game. What do you mean?
I told you.
You have a serial key.
Alright, Ryan, what did you say?
Go log on the website, go to account.
I can't do that without my security code, Ryan.
No, but there's a button you can click.
Yeah? Support? That one? Or the log in button?